The moment you guys have been waiting for. So now that I finished my beautiful Whirlpool belt drive washer from 1981, I very quickly realized that there's really nothing I could do with it other than just give it away to you guys. So this is the official giveaway video. All you have to do is leave a comment below. You have to like the video, have to be a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. That's it. So that's how you get entered in the drawing. So like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. In about a week, 7-ish to 10 days, maybe Friday or Saturday of next week, I will randomly pick a winner. I'll try and do that on the screen like I did with the last giveaway so it's all transparent and everything. And that's it. So the rules to win are very simple. I pick the winner in a week. Once I announce the winner must contact me via private message on YouTube with their name and phone number. Once I get that message and I could verify the screen name and the person is the same, I will call you, greet you, congratulate you, and give you 30 days to come pick up your washer. Like, that's it, really. I mean, I just want to make sure I'm giving it away to the person who won it, and you have a full month to come pick it up. I'm gonna probably display it in my showroom so people can look at it. That's it. So you have to make your own arrangements to pick it up. If you do live cross country or whatever, I can help you with some shipping options. That's gonna be totally at your expense. I don't have much experience shipping things. I ship appliances occasionally, but I don't get any kind of special deal or anything like that. So depending on where you're at, I mean, I could help you facilitate shipping, but I'd really much rather that you just come, make a nice little road trip. Cleveland's really cool, great place to visit, and come pick up your washer, because that would be awesome. I'd love to do a little video of you picking up your winnings and all that good stuff. So that's it, guys. I also am going to add a little bit of an extra rule. So if you've already won a washer, you can't win another washer. So the last winner was Harley Badger. You can't win this washer too. So I'm sorry, we gotta leave some for everybody else. So, but that's it. And so just don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and you're entered in the drawing. I'll pick a winner in a week, and that's the end of it. So it's interesting that I just looked at my comments on my part 5 restoration video, and it was from Robert Cheesewell. I forgot how to say your last name, Pleibowitz. I'm sorry if I butchered that. I'm really sorry. But anyways, he asked something like, how did I get interested in washing machines? And I'll tell you a quick little story. The truth is that I used to hate appliances. I mean, I absolutely despised them. When I started this business back in 2000, I was 18 years old. I didn't even know used appliances existed, let alone have any interest in them. I actually started off as an antique dealer. So the reason that my channel is called Lorraine Furniture and Appliance is because I did mostly furniture, specifically older antique furniture. I sold some appliances here and there as I did my estate liquidation. So a lot of times I would, go to a house and liquidate all the contents. If I had room on my truck, I would load up the washer, dryer, and stove and fridge, because I knew I could throw them in front of my store and sell them for $100 a piece or whatever. So I used to really hate appliances because they were heavy. They were pretty difficult to deliver. They weren't very profitable for me back then. In the early 2000s was the peak of the antique market. Basically, I could do no wrong selling any type of furniture and antiques. So I made what seemed like a fortune back then at 18 years old. I didn't make a lot of money, but at 18 years old, I was making really, really good money for somebody with just a high school diploma and no college. So I really, really loved the antique business. I loved selling furniture, and I thought that I would never, if I could avoid it, I would never sell appliances, just for the aggravation of it. And, I just never liked them. I just despised them. So in about 2005, 2006, when the housing market started to fall apart, very quickly realized that my antique sales basically fell off a cliff. Dining room sets that, a year ago I was selling for $2,000, I find that I couldn't get $800 for them, or $500 for that matter. it was kind of one of those times in my life where it was either adapt or die. Chose to adapt because I kind of liked being at my shop, and I liked being here. I kind of got settled into my new career. So I started shifting out of the antique business and started dealing a little bit more with like used furniture. I started dabbling into bedding, like mattresses and box springs and stuff like that, and that worked out pretty well. But even then, I started to notice that furniture wasn't selling as well as I would have hoped to. So, back in the mid 2000s, I could get a nice 5 or 6 piece bedroom set, from the 60s or 70s or whatever, just something decent, solid wood. And I would be able to get 500-600 bucks for it. That wasn't the case in 2006, 2007 with the advent of Craigslist, and Facebook was starting to get those trading groups and stuff like that. It really started to put a lot of pressure on me as far as making sales. One day I was just kind of sitting around and just kind of being all depressed about not making any money, and I just kind of looked up and I realized that no matter how many appliances I put in the store, they always sold, and they always sold very quickly. And I just kind of noticed that I was leaning a little bit more on my appliance sales than anything else. So it was kind of like one of those eureka moments where I was like, well, instead of just dying a slow death and going out of business, let me just start selling some more appliances. So I started bringing in some, junk appliances from the scrap heap or whatever. I basically had very little knowledge. I mean, I just had the basic skill set to repair appliances. At that point, I'd only been in the business for, 4 or 5 years. I maybe fixed a half a dozen washers in my life. And even then, I didn't know what I was doing. There was no YouTube or Google or anything like that at my disposal. Or if it was there was no appliance repair videos, that's for sure. So I just started tinkering with them. And the more I tinkered with them, the more I got proficient with them. I started to realize that I was pretty good at fixing appliances. So to back up a little bit, ever since I was like a little kid, I've always been very, very mechanically inclined. I've always fixed my own cars. When I was like 6 years old, my brother and we built basically a homemade go-kart, and we built it from a scooter, a piece of plywood, and we dismantled my dad's Scott's reel mower that, we harvested the engine off of that. For the back wheels, we used an actual, like an appliance dolly. So we took the wheel and the shafts off and we mounted it on the back of this plywood, and we attached a pulley and then attached a belt to that pulley and attached it to the Scott's mower that we bolted to the plywood, and then bolted the scooter to the front of the plywood, and voila, we had a 3-wheeled motorized scooter go-kart thing. So it was really weird. It was very awkward to ride. It tipped over a lot. The one thing that we never did install on that thing was brakes. So to stop, you had to do the old Flintstone stop. It got to be pretty gnarly after a while because that scooter, believe it or not, actually went almost 30 miles an hour. So it's really fast. Very dangerous for a bunch of 6 and 7-year-olds to be driving, but the memories. So anyways, I've always been very mechanically inclined, so fixing things has always been something that came pretty easy to me. And the more I started working on appliances, more I started to enjoy it. And especially when I started working on some of the older stuff, because the newer appliances are kind of boring to fix. There's not a lot of action. I mean, those new direct drives are super easy to fix. Not new direct drives, they were new to me back then, but so the direct drives were very easy to fix. They basically, you replace the little coupling or a clutch or something like that. And it was a pretty simple and very easy thing to repair. But whenever I got these belt drives in, I was just always so fascinated with the whole Rube Goldberg machine type washing machine where it had the wig-wag going back and forth and solenoids and clutches and everything just making all sorts of noise, and thought it was really cool. When I first saw my Frigidaire 1 to 18 washer, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's a washer that the agitator goes up and down instead of like rotating side to side. I mean, that was the coolest thing I ever seen. In fact, I took a video of it, and I just actually uploaded it maybe about a year ago on my YouTube channel, and you could see it for yourself. I mean, it's a pretty terrible video. I shot it on my cell phone, but it was really cool to see, and that's what really got my enthusiasm for appliance repair. So I never had any formal training fixing appliances. I never went to school for it. I do subscribe to a few websites that are kind of dedicated to appliance repairmen, and that's where I get a lot of access to, up-to-date service bulletins and repair manuals, and kind of, all the guys, they talk about what new appliance is failing in which way, and what's the actual solution to them. A lot of appliances fail in the exact same way. Like if you have a Frigidaire French door refrigerator with the little ice maker in the fridge compartment, that thing is like the most problematic ice maker box like ever designed, and they actually redesigned that whole ice maker box like 5 times, and it's like total crap, and it's almost unrepairable. So, but we all know about that because a lot of my colleagues on this website are doing warranty work for Frigidaire or other major brands, and they know about this stuff because they come across it on a daily basis. So whenever I get one of those refrigerators in off the scrap heap, I simply just look up on this website. I'm able to kind of read up on it and find out about the known problems for these machines. And for those of you that are curious about what the website is, it's called appliantology.org. I'll put a link in my description if you guys want to pay it a visit. It does cost you, there is like a little bit of a free version of it, but if you want to get to the good stuff, you have to be a subscriber, and it is a little expensive. I think it's a couple $100 a year, but if you fix more than one appliance a year, it's totally worth it. If you could save yourself one service call by being able to go to this website and download the appropriate repair manual, that's it. It paid for itself. So you don't even have to be an appliance servicer for this website to be worth it. It's totally worth it, even if you just paid the $200 and downloaded all the manuals for all the appliances in your home and printed them out. Back in the early 2000s, when this resource wasn't available to me, I had to physically buy all these books, and they would run anywhere from $20 to $60 a piece, and that was basically per model number. I'd have to buy a book for a Frigidaire French door fridge, a Frigidaire top mount fridge, a Frigidaire side-by-side fridge, and then I'd have to go across every single brand of appliances, and you could see how that would add up and become quite expensive. So I hope you guys enter the drawing, and I'm excited to find a winner. So like, subscribe, leave a comment. You're entered to win this beautiful, dare I say, fully restored 1981 belt drive washer that will certainly give you many, many years of trouble-free service. I mean, this is a really, really clean washer. Best thing about it is that when I got it in, there was nothing wrong with it. All the work that I did was just cosmetic stuff, just touching it up and making it look beautiful again. The belt, I didn't even have to change it, but I put a new belt on it anyway, so that way we could kind of reset the clock on that. Guys, this washer needs nothing. It's in excellent condition. It washes really well. It sounds amazing, very smooth and quiet running, and it gives a wonderful, wonderful woo-woo noise. If that's what you're looking for, this is the washer for you. So thanks for listening, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, I really thank you for all of your support. I never thought that this channel would get this big, and here I am approaching 1,000 subscribers, and it's really, I'm really, really flattered about it, guys. I really appreciate it. Seeing things like that really motivates me to continue to make more videos and bring them to you so that you can enjoy them as well. So anyways, thanks again and good luck.